Hello, my name's Miranda Swallow, and the strategy I chose today is free voluntary reading. So the way this works is, first of all, you have to ID the reading levels of all your students, because you don't want them just free reading, let's say a first grader at a low level like Harry Potter, right? We don't want that. So you identify their reading levels, you make sure it's written down, and you make sure you or your school's library, public library, anything they have access to, they have access to books on their level. That's first. The next step is you have to explain it to your students. So I know how my elementary did it and how a lot of schools in Texas do it is DEAR. Drop everything and read. This is DEAR time. This means put your notebooks away, put your pencils away. I just want you to read. And you're not going to have to answer questions about it. You're not going to have to do any of this. This is time to just enjoy reading because it's been so pressurized and so forced on students that a lot of times they're not liking it anymore. So I want them to be able to enjoy it. In other states and other places, it's called Silent Sustained Reading, or SSR, but DEAR's more fun. Hey, it's DEAR time. So step 2 would be explaining that to your students, and just that way they know, hey, if I say it's DEAR, let's go, let's do DEAR time, they know the expectations. The third step is creating creating like groups or book clubs for each other. The way I would do it in my classroom is I would do it by genre. So hey, if you're reading a historical book right now, you're going to be at this table just to talk about it. If you're going to be reading fantasy over here, nonfiction over here, that way it's just they have some similarities, and I want them to ask each other questions. I want it to be like a genuine book club, and they just talk. Maybe they get ideas for new books they want to read, and you don't have to keep the same genre every week, but that's how I would do it, and just kind of to hold each other accountable that you're still reading. The fourth step would be, over time, add motivation. Kids are going to get bored. If we as adults get bored, I know they're going to. And so ways that our textbook suggested is maybe writing a commercial or an ad about, hey, this book is amazing, this is why you should read it. Maybe acting out a scene. Another example was creating a book log or a chart and saying, hey, if you read this many books, or you read this many hours, this many pages, and it's signed off by someone, then you can go get a thing from the treasure chest, or you get a little I read 20 book log or 20 hours, like a little button, And I think that would work for kids. Just find whatever motivates your classroom, because every class is going to be different. And then step 5 would be to keep a log as the teacher and monitor progress. So if they started off with these almost wordless picture books, by the end of the semester they should be more to words, or they should be trying different genres. It's just making sure that the kids aren't just staying on one thing. That way we know they're learning, they're hopefully enjoying what they're doing, and they want to progress. And yeah. But like I said, how I would use it in my classroom is I would have different group book clubs, and maybe even have like a little list. Turn in your journal to me about the questions you asked today during book club, and how the answers you got asked, the questions you got asked, how you answered them. That way I know they're still reading, everybody's having fun, and even let them tell me suggestions, because I want this to be fun for them. This is to make them enjoy reading again. Yeah, thank you.